What is going on, guys? My name is Cory and welcome back to another cryptocurrency video on my channel. In this video, we are going to be doing an ICO review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Skraps. So what is Skraps? Skraps is basically the Acorns of cryptocurrency. It's such a great idea. Like, when I actually started investing into crypto, I was like, I wish there was an Acorns, but for crypto. But you have these great ideas and then you're like, nah, that's going to be too much work to do. So you just never do it. But here comes Skraps and they're doing it. And if you don't know what Acorns is, let me explain to you. So when I first started investing in general, I started with stocks, and it's very daunting to try to invest in stocks because you don't know where to go in terms of like, do I use TD Ameritrade? Do I use E-Trade? You don't know which website to go to. You don't know how much you should invest. You also need to have a decent amount of money. There's minimums to be able to do investing. There's all of these hurdles you have to go through, and it's just such a headache. And Acorns really made it easy for me to get into investing. And a lot of people want to invest, but they do not invest because there's such a barrier to entry. It's actually not that hard, but it seems harder in our heads. You know, it's like, I don't know, man, there's just too much stuff to do. So Acorns allowed me to very easily get into investing in stocks, and then I was able to segue that. So Acorns basically takes care of the work for you, and I'm going to explain how they do that in a second. But that allowed me to segue into actually doing my investments myself, and it was a very good pipeline for me to get started. So I think Skraps could be a huge thing for the cryptocurrency community if this obviously pans out. And that that's probably a good time for me to say that this could not pan out, right? This is an ICO, so as always, I'm not your financial advisor, but it does look very promising. Their team, they have a big team. They're very active in their Telegram. I've talked to even their CEO on the Telegram. He actually sent me some logo files I needed to make the thumbnail for this video. So they're very active, very friendly, great people. Go check them out. So let's get started. So how it works. So you can invest your spare crypto and spare fiat change into other investments that you have set up in your portfolio. So the way they do this is basically by rounding up your purchases on, say, your credit card purchases or your crypto purchases. So for example, let's say you buy a coffee and the coffee costs $2.75. Now what they will do is they will round up your purchase to $3, and they'll take that excess 25 cents and invest it into crypto. Sounds cool, right? Now, this is such a great idea because, for example, in stocks, the thing is, if you wanted to buy a share of Amazon, which is over $1,000, I believe you need to have $1,000 to buy a share. But we all know you don't have that problem in crypto. You can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You know, you can buy any amount worth of Bitcoin because it splits up into such small decimals, similar to, and that's how all cryptocurrencies work. So it's a great thing for that because 25 cents, you may be able to buy one share or one Ripple. If you bought it like a few months ago, it's over $3 now or something like that. But you know, that can buy you an entire coin of certain types of coins. So it's really great in my opinion. Now, like I said, it takes your purchases, rounds them up, puts them into your account, and you don't even have to think about it. So we all have those family members who are constantly like, hey, let me get into those Bitcoins that you're always talking about. With this, you can just give them this application and they'll be able to hit the ground running and get started. So let's get started by looking at Skraps more in depth. So as you can see here, you can connect your wallets, cryptocurrency wallets and debit cards, make a purchase just like you normally would, and you can determine how much your purchases get rounded up by, and then you invest your Skraps. So if you look at this little picture here, there's a purchase of $12.75. You know, this is obviously like a mock-up demo, but you got a $12.75 purchase and it rounded it up to plus 25 USD. So that's a $13 purchase, and that goes into your portfolio, which you set up beforehand. And also you can follow other people that are really good at investing, that have really good track records. You can actually follow their portfolios, and you have to pay out a certain percent of fees of your profits. But you know, they'll have basically a leaderboard where all these top investors will be, and you can say, I want to follow that guy. Like, that guy is always right. You know, he does really well with his investments, so I want to follow him, and then you'd pay a fee of your profits to him. So that's how that works. But this is how their platform diagram looks. You can look through that if you want later on, but they're linked to the exchanges, the Scrap exchanger, all of that stuff, and obviously the internet. Here's some screenshots of what the application is going to look like. Here's historical cryptocurrency returns. Obviously this year we've seen an insane increase in adoption, so that's very high right there. And yeah, like I said, you can follow top crypto investors. They're called portfolio managers, and you can also become a portfolio manager if you feel like you got what it takes to pick the right coins and all of that. So that allows you to manage other people's portfolios. Essentially, you grow your own income and you earn 20% in fees from the profits. So the way those fees work is, let's say you put $100 in. You know, you double your money somehow. Let's say you double your money. Now you have an extra $100 in profit. So 5% of that goes to the platform for commission. So that goes to Skraps, and 20% goes to the person who you were following. So if you're not following anyone, if you made your own portfolio, obviously that 20% goes to you. So you're actually getting 95%. But if you're following somebody and they're really the guys doing the research and picking all the good coins, then obviously they deserve a cut, because you're pretty much doing nothing. You're just following them. So they get 20% of your profit. But if you're making 75% on your profits, I mean, that's profits, baby, you know? So this is their website. You can go to their website. It's called Skraps.io. Now, I don't understand why they have their website set up like this. It's a little bit confusing. But if you go here to the top, you can click on the ICO button. That'll take you to their ico.scraps.io. They have a counter here for 3 days, 3 hours. The links are below, by the way. Also, I just want to point out now, because some of you might have already gone to the site, and I don't believe there's a way to undo this. There is a link below that has my referral link. Now, I really like these guys' referral program, because not only does the person referring you get a bonus, but so do you. So if you don't sign up with anybody's referral link, you will not get a bonus. If you sign up with the referral link below, mine or anybody else's, then you will get an extra 5% bonus of your ICO purchase. So just a heads up, and I will get 10%, or whoever you sign up under. So just wanted to point that out now, because I know a lot of you will go right now once I mention the site name and go check it out. So before you register, I don't think you can add a referral afterwards. So just wanted to let you know. Now, here's what their ICO usage looks like. They're splitting most of it's going to development. They plan to launch at the middle to end of next year. Here's the token sale details. The first round, or the first week, is going to be 30 cents per coin, 35, 40, all the way to 45 cents. There's going to be a maximum token supply of 110 million, which is really good. You guys watched my market cap video, I hope. So you know that, let's say even at the highest 45 cents, we can do the calculations. We can say 110 million coins times 45 cents. That would give it a market cap of $49 million, which not too shabby. And also, it's not going to be that high, because they're not going to have the max supply available right away. They're only selling 66 million in the token sale. And this is their hard cap in terms of monetary value. But yeah, they're only selling 66 million to people. So that's probably going to be around what the circulating supply is, assuming it sells out. If it doesn't, then they're going to be doing an airdrop actually for all the people that bought. So you'll get more free coins, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so they have their roadmap here, which looks pretty good. Concept April 2017. All the way to when they finally have their first launch. Their ICO ends. Mobile plus desktop begins development. In March, they will have the beta desktop version. The mobile app version will be released to whitelist members. And then finally, this goes all the way till August, where they will finally have it complete. So down here, you can see their team members. A lot of them are very active on Telegram. So click down here on Telegram, go follow them. Twitter, Medium, They're very active, very friendly. Like I said, I've talked to most of these guys on the Telegram. They're very friendly people. Now, like I said, this is very confusing because you go to this site, you click ICO, you go to this site, then you click join our ICO, and then it brings you to a third site. So as you can see, 1 day and 22 hours registration timer. Here it says, 10%, and then the person who gets referred under 5% bonus, win-win, like I was saying. Now, this coin is an ERC20 token, which is great. I love ERC20 tokens because you could just put them in my Ether wallet and it's great. Also, the other benefit of it is that when you buy your tokens, you get them instantly. You don't have to wait a month, a year to get your tokens. As soon as you make your purchase, you will put, as long as you put your Ethereum compatible ERC20 wallet address in the site, you will get your coins instantly. So that is definitely great. So as you can see here, you can type in you want 1,000 scrap tokens. That's going to be 300 USD. It's going to give you 100 total. I didn't sign up under anybody, so I don't get a bonus, sad face. But like I said, so remember, you guys do that if you want the 5% bonus. You can actually pay in Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, all of these different cryptocurrencies. So let's go over to the white paper real quick to talk a little bit more about Skraps. Now, as I said, very few people actually invest, like I was saying, because the barriers to entry. And now with this crypto wave, obviously it's even more daunting and confusing because of blockchain, and there's even more hurdles you have to go through because it's not as regulated, it's more volatile, all of that stuff. Like I said, you guys all have that family member who keeps asking you about crypto, and it's just so hard to explain to them. So if they can't get into stocks, imagine how hard is it to get into crypto. So that's what Skraps, again, is trying to do, really break down that barrier to entry and help people out. And it's something that I can attest to that helped me when I got investing into stocks. Like I said, Acorns did that for me, and Skraps is the Acorns of the crypto world, like I was saying. So let's scroll down a little bit here. This just says, average growth. It's kind of projecting. It's actually very conservative projection of 5% growth rate per year, which is, you can get that in your sleep in crypto right now. But as you can see, it'll help people. This is all stuff that I said. Their design, you guys can obviously go check out the white paper on their website yourself if you want to look over it a little bit more. And down here you can see this is how their design is going to be set up. They're going to have initially offer 5 different portfolios. So they're going to have a conservative, moderately conservative, moderate, all the way up to aggressive. And obviously if you're aggressive, you're probably invested into 900, rank 900 or rank 1000 like market cap coins, so that's obviously very aggressive and very it's very aggressive, basically. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, they have all of these different profiles that you can pick for your portfolio. You can make your own portfolio. Again, this is how the sample asset distribution would look in a portfolio, moderately aggressive, see, and then you can view what you're investing into, and you can actually select what you want to invest, certain coins, etc., etc. It's easy to invest. Like I said, you just put in your credit card and it just rounds up, and you can choose how much it gets rounded up by, etc., etc. Low cognitive load, so it's spare change, so you don't even have to think about what it is that you're putting your money into. There's no barrier in that sense either. Again, you choose your portfolio based on your risk appetite. So if you want to be very risky, you're just saying, these are just a few pennies, a few dollars. I want to go super aggressive and see how I do. And some of these coins double even overnight. So 20 cents here and there could be $1 million one day. You never know. I mean, if you bought Bitcoin way back when it came out, everybody says that though. So hindsight is 2020. So let's keep going down. Here's a sample, an alpha version of somebody's portfolio. As you can see, they got Golem, great coin there, BAT and Litecoin, and they're split up. And it says the performance, 1 week return would be this, blah, 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 etc., etc. Now, one of the great things about Skraps as well, and this is a big barrier to entry in stocks, so it's great in crypto that we have this, but also Skraps is not gonna have these barriers either in their application itself, and that is there's not going to be any minimum or maximum amount of investment that you can make. So that is great. Anybody can get started, even with $5. No minimum or maximum balance that you need to keep, no withdrawal fees, no payment delays, instant payment processing, instant withdrawals, and most of all, anonymous. No social security numbers required. Obviously, it's secure. They're using 256-bit encryption, which is standard for cryptocurrency or anything for that matter. They're going to have the leaderboards and community. So like I said, the top portfolio managers will be shown, and you'll be able to pick if you want the number one guy, the guy that's doing the best at investing, and that can be great. Again, you have to pay a percentage if you're following somebody's portfolio, but you know, if they're getting those returns, obviously it's something you might be willing to do because they're doing all the work for you. So moving down to here, exchanges and crypto conversions. So Skraps is going to use Kraken, Poloniex, CEX in order to buy Ethereum if the user is using fiat to be able to do all your crypto transactions. As you can see down here, let's go over this because this is very important. So their competitive landscape. So who are they competing against? As I said, there's Acorns, and actually there's Stash as well, which is another one like Acorns, and Clink. I've actually never heard of Clink, but I've heard of Acorns and Stash. I've obviously already talked about Acorns, but these guys are all stocks. They do the same thing, pretty much the same thing, but all related to stocks, and none of them have any plans, at least they haven't announced any plans to come to crypto. And a lot of people in stocks, you know, they don't like to come to crypto because I don't know why they just dislike it so much. But either way, they're all stocks, not crypto. There are some key players which are in crypto that are doing sort of the same thing. So there's this one coin called CoinFlash, which invests your fiat into cryptocurrencies. And again, it takes your debit card and it rounds up your purchases the same way to do that. But at the time of writing this, they only support Bitcoin and Ether, whereas Skraps is going to be supporting every cryptocurrency out there, pretty much. I'm sure there might be a few that aren't supported if they're super low market cap or if they're not on certain exchanges, but it'll be supporting the top cryptocurrencies and altcoins, which is great because we know a lot of altcoins are super low market cap. And, you know, if you're putting a few dollars here and there that you're rounding up from your credit card, you know, in a year or two, that could be worth a lot of money, especially in this market that we're in currently now. Now, there's this other app also called Dust, but it's not live. All they're doing is collecting emails of interested customers. So Skraps is in a very good position to really take over this kind of segment of the market. Like I said, CoinFlash is already out, but they only do Bitcoin and Ether. And I don't believe they have any plans for altcoins as of yet. So again, Skraps is in a great position is at a great time and a great position to really be the number one guy in this segment of the market. So again, I already talked about this. 20% success fee goes to the portfolio manager of your 100% profit, and 5% goes to the platform for commission. They obviously have their coin, which they're selling. We went over that. And let me just go over what the point of the coin is. So the coin is for 3 reasons. So number one reason is obviously it gives people, investors who invest into the ICO or, you know, invest early into the project, it gives them an incentive to invest early because they invest into the project and the price of the coin goes up and then they can make money on their investment. So that's number one. Number two, it allows them to be able to fund the development of their coin, which is obviously, or of their platform, which is something that every company needs. They need investment. So in order to fund an ICO, you know, it's not a Kickstarter. You're not just given, or even in a Kickstarter, you get something or you hope to get something. You're not just given a donation. Hey, here's a donation, make this. So you got to get something in return in order for your investment, in exchange for your investment. So that's why the token's there. Also, the token is going to be used to pay the platform fees, the 5% that you're going to be paying. Also, it's going to be used for you to pay the portfolio manager. So if you think about it, whenever you go pay the portfolio manager, or you get to pay the platform fee, you're going to have to buy their token, which in turn is going to drive the price of the token up, which will end up being a win-win for both parties, for both Skraps and us as investors, because those coins that we have are going to be worth more, because the price will go up. So we can also hold the coin and it'll appreciate in value, and the value of the coin will likely go up if this platform launches and is successful, because again, Acorns is a huge thing in stocks, and Skraps could be basically, like I said, the Acorns of the cryptocurrency world. So that concludes the review. It was very lengthy. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but there is a lot of stuff to look at. Like I said, you guys can go to the website and sign up. If you do sign up with the referral link, you're going to get 5% bonus on ICO purchases. And again, the ICO starts on the 14th of January. So that's very, very soon. And the price for the early bird special is actually going to be 27 cents. So do not miss out on this ICO if you're interested. Check it out. I think it's looking really good. I really like it. And shout out to my friend Caleb, who actually kept bothering me about this ICO, and he really wanted me to invest in it because he's super pumped about it. So go check it out, guys. Great ICO. And that's going to conclude it for me. What do you guys think about this ICO? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, of course, as always, leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for all my upcoming videos and all that. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace out.